Chris and this is Jim, and today we are in the beautiful hilltop town of Matera, Italy.
Wow, we are so excited to be in the third oldest inhabited city in the world. Now, this is a World UNESCO Heritage Site. We're just outside the province of Puglia, and we're here for the next 2 nights.
I'm wondering if it's going to be enough time from what we can see today, but it looks absolutely stunning.
Now, why people come here is because it's one of the oldest cities ever in the world. And you can see this town behind us, it was built into caves. So all these structures are built into the rocks. There's people that have lived in these caves behind us, and it's just absolutely stunning to look at.
We'll show you the rest of the city and see where these caves are and hopefully see some amazing things.
You're in for a treat today, guys.
Matera is famous for its Sassi districts. Sasso Cavioso and Sasso Barisano, these amazing cave homes carved right into the limestone rock. These old neighborhoods are like a maze of stone houses, churches, and narrow paths that spill down the hillside like something from another time. What makes Matera's story so interesting is its journey from national shame to UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the 1950s, Matera was known as the shame of Italy because families were living in caves without electricity, running water, or proper plumbing. The Italian government moved residents to modern housing, and the Sassi were left empty for decades. But Matera's comeback started in the 1980s when people began returning to fix up the caves. Today, those same caves are home to cool hotels, restaurants, museums, and homes with all the modern comforts we're used to. In 2019, Matera proudly served as the European capital of culture, drawing visitors from all over the world to see its unique beauty and history. The very same caves once thought unfit to live in are now celebrated as treasures and show just how creative people can be across thousands of years.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun
So everywhere you walk, you're gonna find a cliffside, amazing view like this, and you can just see how the buildings are just carved right into the side of the mountain pretty much. And they're all this unique kind of yellow color that just blends in together. So really interesting.
Okay, you can see like that building down there. It's like carved into the cliff. And one here, and up there, like you can just...
Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken. Take this weight off my shoulders, cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
Just another beautiful, amazing church here in Matera. So we're just gonna go below the church here, an underground cave. So what we're seeing here is a cistern where the water runs down the steps and it goes into here, and that's their well to get the water. So there's some fossils that are embedded in the wall and that date back thousands of years. So we're in this underground Cave Museum is where we are, and we're just going to tour all the little underground paths. And this shows you how they basically excavated from prehistoric times and built silos for food as well as cisterns. So this carving here is how they could tell the seasons for winter and summer depending on how the light shines in.
It's not just me that likes wine. They liked wine back in the day too, because this was a heck of a, Dave says, the wine press stone. So they pressed it there and it would go in here and they preserve it. That's a lot of wine. Like a lot. Like one of the things that was saying in the video we watched the last cave museum that we were at, just how adaptable people were to surviving and just carving right into these mountains. And man, it's high tech as far as it goes for how they stored everything, preserved water, made wine, like very industrial, like, very smart. And to be able to survive in these elements, it's amazing. And this is probably the most unique city we've probably ever seen, I would say. Like, we've seen some beautiful places that we've probably shown you in our past videos, but this one's a whole different level of interesting again. So amazing.
There's another wedding. It must be wedding day here in Matera, because that's the second wedding we've seen so far in the second church. Time for some fun facts about Matera. Matera is often referred to as one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. People have lived in the cave dwellings of Matera for over 9,000 years, dating back to the Paleolithic era. Fun fact number 2. In the 1950s, the Italian government forced the residents of the Sassi to relocate due to poor living conditions. At the time, Matera was known as the national shame. However, in the 1980s and 90s, the caves were restored, and today they are celebrated as a symbol of resilience and history. Another fun fact, that the Matera Sassi was designated a World UNESCO Heritage Site in 1993. In 2019, Matera was named the European Capital of Culture, which brought a whole bunch of tourism into the city. So we're just visiting one of the caves, which was a house, and just shows you the living conditions, how they had their animals inside because they were so valuable, as well as they kept the place warm. But you can see how these cave dwellings were set up with the kitchen and living room and the bedding and the stable and the cistern and everything. So really interesting. So we paid €3 just to go on a little tour in this, and it's pretty interesting to see. They have a board showing all the different movies that were filmed here in Matera, including Passion of the Christ, No Time to Die, Wonder Woman, The Omen, one of the scariest shows that I ever saw when I grew up. So we're currently in a 12th century cave that was a church. So you can see all of the paintings inside the wall still, so it's very well preserved. It's also the largest indoor cave here in the Sassi. So this is the Church of Madonna della Virtue, and it was completely carved out. So it wasn't built or anything like that. It was completely carved out into the mountain. Holy. So this next church is San Nicola de Greca from the 10th century, and you can see over here what it looks like.
Like a shelf in the ground. Wow. The fact that that's still there is crazy to me.
I know that this just might look like holes in a mountain and just rock, but I gotta tell you, it is very special to walk around this and see this live. Like, we're hoping that we can do some kind of justice by showing you this stuff, because it is very awe-inspiring, and every corner you turn is a holy moment, and it's just unbelievable. But as far as you can see throughout here, you see these caves in the mountain. This is where people lived for centuries and centuries and centuries. There's a river down below there. You can see right through the valley. We have to do that side still.
So we just had a glass of wine at this beautiful restaurant on the hillside in Matera here, and it was pouring rain, so we thought we better catch a wine. And I was just talking with one of the owners, and he was showing me one of the ancient corkscrews, but we asked him about the building and how old it was, and a little bit surprised to hear that the first stones of this actual building go back to the very 1st century BC. And I mean, we're from Canada, so that's definitely crazy to us. And some of the other stones, what did he say, Jim? What era was that from?
6th century.
6th century. But wow.
That was the wine.
Fantastic. Even better now that I heard that. So.
Got some people even hiking down here, and there's people on top of this mountain up here. There's a suspension bridge across there. So the sun just went down and we're heading into the Sassi to just check out some of the restaurants, because now they start to open up around 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. All the lights start to come on from the town.
You needed a nap, that's why we're coming out now.
Definitely needed a nap. There's a lot of steps, a lot of hills, and yeah, it's tiring.
Jim can't handle it.
Also the heat. The heat was bad today.
36 degrees plus humidity. Plus it rained today.
And it rained. So all the flavors today. But you could definitely see the golden hue of the buildings here. Like, it is pretty cool just at sundown how the colors change and everything. Yeah, it's all gray and stuff, but you get that yellow tinge right now. The pepperoni cruci is very popular in the area, used in almost all the dishes. It is dried peppers. In the Sassi, there's so many restaurants and they all look absolutely amazing. And they all go into way deep into the cave, multi-levels of the cave. So it's definitely something that you should try out when you're here. We're gonna try one tonight and we're gonna try to get into one of the caves and just show you guys around what that's like. You have to pay for that one, but we had a quick peek inside and wow, so that was a cool one. So we just finished our meal at Trattoria del Cavoso. It was absolutely amazing, but such a cool experience to sit in, like,
inside one of the caves.
Inside one of the caves that's thousands of years old, and oh my gosh, like, what a great experience. So definitely do that if you come to this area, because it's just surreal how old these places are.
Now, this isn't the only restaurant that has the caves. In fact, there's probably dozens of them around us, so basically just pick your flavor.
Hope you guys loved Matera as much as we did. Here's our room. It was a last-minute booking for us. Just a small room, 105 Canadian a night, but very basic. But it's the location here. The location is everything, and we're going to show you the location as well. But let's go check out what 105 bucks gets you in Matera in high season. It's going to be fairly dark, but we have our bed here, a TV, a little workstation table, the bathroom we're just setting up. And look at that ceiling. It's just like unbelievable. So that's our place that we're staying here in Matera for 2 nights. And Chris did a great job because this location is spectacular. You gotta see it. A magical, magical place. One of the most unique and best places I think I've ever seen.
Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke.